Hey, how's it going? I'm Nick Gaska and welcome back to I Could Do That DIY for another doll repaint video. Today I'm going to be customizing Honey, the doll that I designed and created myself. For today's project, Honey's going out of this world. And of course, to do this, she's getting a new face. The new face is Honey-Bubby. As you can see, Honey-Bubby has 4 eyes, pointed ears, and a really sad expression. I love her sad expression so much that I had to create a regular version. This version, of course, has 2 eyes and rounded ears. Alright, let's get into it. The color of the doll today is mint. I prepped the body and the head off screen. I'm going to start by drawing out the eyeliner shape with my watercolor pencil. Today I'm using a dark green. I'm going to fill in the shape and erase as I go. Once I'm happy with the shape, I'll do the same thing on the other side. Once I draw in the eyeliner shape, I'm going to add in more eye details like the under eye and the upper eye eyelids. After I do both of the lower eyes, I'll move on to the upper eyes. It's the same process. While I do that, I just have to say thank you so much for watching and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Also make sure to hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest projects. Also make sure to follow my Instagram accounts. The Honey Doll Instagram will have updates on how to get your very own honey very soon. Alright, now using my pink watercolor pencil, I'm going to fill in all the waterlines for all of the eyes. Cool, that looks pretty good so far. Now let's use some pastels to contour the face. To start off, I'm going to use this permanent green pastel and start contouring. I'm going to use some other colors as well. I'll use some white to highlight and some pink to blush. I also switched to more of a teal because I didn't like how this green was looking. I'll use the white pastel to highlight certain areas. I'll use a light pink pastel for the lips and a darker pink pastel for the cheeks and the center of the lip. On the next layer, I'll use my black Faber-Castell watercolor pencil to fill in the eyeliner shape. I'll use the same black watercolor pencil for all of the details. I'll use it on the eyelids and the lower eyelashes as well. For the eyelashes, I'll start on the bottom left and go up to the top left. Then I'll move on to the right. This makes it so I don't smudge anything as I work. Alright, cool, those look pretty good so far. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side off screen. Now let's add some more color to the face. I'll be using various tones of pastel. I'm going to start with some red pastel and then move on to some pink tones. I'm going to use a mid-tone and a light tone pink. On the next layer, I'll use some watered down black acrylic paint to paint over all of the black areas. This makes it super opaque. Alright, cool. Now let's give her some false eyelashes. I'm using some Kiss brand false eyelashes and some Elmer's glue all. For the bottom eyes, I'll use the So Real lashes. These are a little bit fuller and longer. For the top, I'll use the Flirty. As usual, I'm going to put some glue on the eye and the eyelash. As you saw previously, I cut the lash to length. Now I'm just going to add some glue, stick it on, and then fuss with it until I'm happy with the position. Once I've done the bottom two eyes, I'll move on to the top two eyes. I'm going to let them dry in between the two sets. Once the eyelashes are all dry, it's time to use some gloss. I'll be glossing the eyes and the lips. For the eyes, we'll be glossing all 4 waterlines. At some point previously off screen, I decided to give her a beauty mark. I'm just noticing that now. But yeah, she has a beauty mark. Alright, that's all it for the gloss. I'm just going to set this aside to dry and then move on to making some eyes. I'm not going to use all of these eyes, but here are the eyes I usually use. Here's the eye base. I painted some of them white. I'll be working on a few sets at once, but just ignore those. Of course, I'll be needing a set for the top and bottom, so I'll be working on these ones. The single large eye is for a future project, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to start by painting the irises light pink with some acrylic paint. Then I'll add some more detail with the rose pink acrylic paint. Alright, now let's use some watercolor pencils to add some additional detail. Using the white watercolor pencil, I'll add some detail to the iris. And with the black watercolor pencil, I'll add the pupil. Now using some clear UV resin, I'm going to seal in the irises. I don't have any footage with the pink eye, so I'll show you how I do it with the blue eye. Once I put it in and swirl around, I'll cure it with some UV light off screen. Once it's fully cured, I'll add in some catch lights with some white acrylic paint. I decided to get a daughter and test out how those work. They work pretty good. I guess I like them for the first time using them. Once I'm happy with the catch lights, I'll dome the top of the iris with some more resin. Once that's cured, I'll gloss the whole eye with some more UV resin. So here's how all those eyes turned out. Here's a black eye I made, the pink eye we'll be using, and a yellow eye. Let's see how they look in Honey. Ooh, the black eye is really fun. Of course, we'll be using this eye. And here's the yellow. I'll keep those extra eyes on hand for future projects. Now let's move on to the sewing. We'll be making a dress today out of this pink and silver metallic jacquard. I'm going to start by sewing the darts on the front bodice. They are fisheye darts and there's 2 at the waist. I'll sew one and then do the other one off screen. Then I'll do the darts on the back. Again, I'll do one side and then do the other side off screen. Once all the darts are sewn, I'll connect the 2 back pieces to the front. We'll sew them up at the side seam. Once both side seams are sewn, I'll press and trim off the excess off screen. Then we'll add the facing to the top and bottom edge. I'll start off by sewing the top edge. Originally this was a straight neckline, but I decided to change it into a sweetheart. I'm just going to sew that and then cut away the excess. Now let's move on to the bottom edge. Again, this is finished with a facing. I'm using a facing so that there's no visible hemline. This will make for a really clean finish. Off screen, I'll do a back Velcro closure. Alright, awesome, the dress looks pretty good so far. Now using this pink thread and my box of sparkle, we're going to add some beading. Of course, I'll be using this compartment of pink beads. I'm going to start at the top left bust and start beading. My inspiration for the beading today is bacteria and fungus. Something that looks like it could be grown in a petri dish. I want the beading to look really alien and weird, like it's growing off of her and kind of contaminating her. It's going to look really organic and have these weird tentacle dealies. Beading is really hard to capture on screen, so I'm going to do most of the work off screen. I'll check back in on the dress later on. Now let's move on to some accessories. Here's an alien crown I designed, and some new heels. They have a huge platform, they're really fun. I'm going to start by painting all of these a light pink. I'll do a few coats of acrylic paint. Alright, so here's everything after it's been painted. Looks pretty good so far. Now I'm going to seal this all in with some matte varnish. I'm just going to paint on a few coats and then let it dry. I want the heels and the crown to mimic the pattern that's used on the dress, so I'll be painting it with some silver acrylic paint. I'm going to brush on a general abstract pattern. Then I'll add some silver glitter glue on top of that. Once that's all dry, we'll add some cabochons and some beads for detail. This also is going to look very fungal and organic. Alright, I'm just going to finish this up off screen and add some to the dress as well. Now let's move on to her nails. I'll do a base coat of pink acrylic paint and then add some silver glitter glue on top of that. Great, these look nice and sparkly. So here's how she looks so far. Off screen I went ahead and made her a wig. It's a simple center part wig in hot pink. Alright, now let's tie her body into her dress a little bit more. I'll be adding some capuchons and rhinestones to the body. I'll sprinkle them on the chest and the arms and the leg. I want the beading to really look organic and like it's growing onto the body. And with that, the doll's complete. So here she is. Here's the finished result. I'm really happy with how she turned out. I think she looks really cool. All the beading looks equal parts creepy and pretty. I really love the tentacles, they're super spooky. I really enjoyed working on her eyes specifically. Doing 4 eyes was really fun. Overall, I couldn't be happier with how she turned out. I'd like to know what you guys think, so leave a comment below. Also, make sure to like this video, it really helps the channel and helps this video get out to more people. I really love to push the limits with Honey and see how weird I can make her while still making her look super cute. I think I reached a happy medium of cute and weird. There will be more weird versions of Honey in the future, so make sure to keep an eye out. For the rest of the video, just enjoy the photos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!